Yeah, so we were seeing Mughal coinage. So Jahangir's coins are very much like artistic. So when we talk about Jahangir's coins, so we find the gold coins, and these coins, like particularly, there are few coins like these are called as Zodiac series coins. Okay, so these Zodiac series coins are in gold and silver, and these coins depict 12 astronomical zodiac signs. So that is the speciality of the Jahangir's reign. That is, the zodiac signs were being issued by him, and we have seen that in Delhi Sultanate and even in general in the Islamic coinage, we do not find the portrait of a king. But Jahangir went out of the Islamic rules, and he is the one who issued the coin with the portrait of himself, with a cup of a wine in his hand. Okay. So that he did it. And apart from that, one of the speciality of the coins of Jahangir is that Jahangir immensely loved poetry. So we find soulful couplets, small couplets being written on the coins. Apart from that, we even find Jahangir is the first king to bestow the right of coinage to his wife. We do not find this being done by any other king of Delhi Sultanate or Islamic dynasty, that the right is being given to the wife to issue the coins. So Noor Jahan, wife of Jahangir, she is the very first queen after Razia Sultana. So Razia Sultana, she was the queen in the Delhi Sultanate. She was the Sultana, so she had a right to issue the coinage. But here, Noor Jahan was given the right by her husband to issue the coins. I'll just admit. Yes. So that is the speciality of the Jahangir's coin. I'll just repeat it. So the speciality of this, so after Akbar, we had Jahangir coming into picture. So Jahangir's coins are specially known for zodiac signs. So you can remember this because no other king has issued a coins with the 12 zodiac signs, which was done by Jahangir. Second thing, portrait of himself. No other king in Islamic reign issuing the portrait, because as it is not allowed in Islam, but he did it. And then couplets, and also he gave right of issuing coinage to his wife Noor Jahan, and she is the only queen who had the right after Razia Sultana. So we'll quickly see the coins of Jahangir. So you can see over here, the first coin, you can clearly see how beautifully the portrait of Jahangir is being carved on it. Clearly दिखाई देता है कि a king is there, so that is there. Again, you can see over here Jahangir in a seated posture, and आप उनके हाथ में wine का glass भी देख सकते हो, right? The glass of a wine in his hand. So again, this is a coin of Jahangir. This coin I was talking about, you can see beautiful coins representing the 12 symbols of the zodiac signs. Okay, so 12 zodiac signs being beautifully represented. So this is very much peculiar feature of the Jahangir's coinage. Okay, then these coins I was talking about, so these are the couplet coins. So Inayat coin, Tafalak coin, Hamisha coin, Sakta Nurani coin. So these are the coins with soulful couplets. Museum coin. So all these are the coins of Jahangir with the couplet. And she is that Noor Jahan. Noor Jahan, she was called fondly by Jahangir as the light of the world. And on this coin, there is a name of Noor Jahan. We cannot understand it, but yes, there is a name of Noor Jahan. And she is the only queen after Razia Sultana who had a right to issue the coins. Okay, so this is about the Jahangir's coins. Now coming to the last, second last one, Shah Jahan. Now Shah Jahan, when he came to power, he abandoned his father's coins. Rather, उसने क्या किया? जो जहांगीर के coins थे, जिसमें जहांगीर का portrait था, majority of the coins उसने melt कर दिए. Why? Because it is not allowed in Islam. So, and he was like, he believed firmly in the Islamic principles, and as a result we find that he melted the coins of his father with the depiction of Jahangir, and as a result we find that कि ये जो coins है, they are very much less. Even the zodiac coins are very less because he melted all those coins and he returned back to the simple coins with Islamic calligraphy and with the verses of Quran and all. The last one is Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb, he felt that verses of Quran should not be inscribed on the coins. The reason being that कि coins are being touched by everyone, कभी कभी हमारे पैर के नीचे आते हैं, so in a way we are insulting Quran. So as a result we see that he did not write the verses of Quran on the coinage. Instead of that he followed the couplet and all, that is jo couplets likhna, he continued with that, and a legend was written, King Aurangzeb Alamgir, on his coins. Okay, so hence we have completed all the medieval India coinage. So in the 2 sessions we completed entire coinage. The previous session was on coinage of the ancient history. On that we specifically, like, the questions that could come on Shatavahana coins, questions could come on Gupta coins, and these questions have already come in mains. Okay, Gupta coinage, and from this coins, the exclusive question could be on Mughal coinage. Okay, so any doubt in whatever we have discussed today with respect to medieval India coinage? Yes. All right.
No,
Yeah, it's pretty
no,
clear. All right. Yeah. So PPT